1. Cut a hole in the box. 2. Put your junk in that box. 3. Make her open the box, and that's the way you do it. It's a piss in a box. A piss in a box, girl. A piss in a box. A piss in a box, girl. Yo, Christmas. A piss in a box. Hanukkah. A piss in a box. Kwanzaa. A piss in a box. Every single holiday, a piss in a box. Every at your parents' house, a piss in a box. Over at the grocery store, a piss in a box. Backstage at the CMA, a piss in a box. It's a piss in a box, yeah. Woo! Abyss. In a piss in a box.
Hello and welcome to Andertons TV. My name is Jack. I'm here with The Abyss. We are very fortunate to have a first look. I don't think anyone in the world's seen this. I haven't seen it. I've even tried to learn about it, and there's nothing to learn about it other than what we had in the box. And everyone knows we had an Abyss in the box. So, nice little note that was in there. Thank you for purchasing the Abyss 4-voice analog synthesizer. You can find available for download the latest manual on our website. We can't yet, because it's not even out. So you're going to watch me kind of ham-fistedly finger my way around the Abyss, which you don't want to say too much. It's got a boutique warning. So all the guitar players out there like boutique stuff. Keep in mind that this device you now possess is fully handmade, including soldering, wiring, screen printing, woodworks, and might be different from another device. Please handle with care. Well, we will handle the Abyss with care. Before I start making some noises with it, you know what, Taylor? Before we start making, excuse the phone. I know people think, oh, how unprofessional, but really, I've got to use the phone. Let's just read through what they say on the website at the moment. 4-voice analog synthesizer, all analog discrete components, 4 playing modes. I tell you what, that's really boring, so I'm just going to go through it. Okay. That is as dry as I got it. God, I'm not going to make a joke about dryness. We've got one saw wave cooking on that at the moment, and what's great is I recently did a video on some other Dreadbox synthesis boxes, and they're from Greece, and who cares, but they are. Oh my God, it's going everywhere. So what was amazing on the other one, they were monophonic synthesizers. So this one I can play chords on. 4 voices, great. But we're going to listen to the raw oscillator. Here we go. Now, what interests me about this, we're going to go on a tonal safari together, is that they seem to be continually variable, the wave shape that is. So if I just move this, looks like a jaggedy saw wave, sounds it, a bit thinner, through to a square wave. And how cool is that? Everywhere in between. Really sweet. And if I keep going around to the left, round to the left, it looks like we've got pulse width on a saw wave. Oh, let's use our ears. Let's have a listen. Through into a proper square, thin saw, fat saw, and this looks like noise. So you can blend in some noise as well. I kind of dig that. I like that it's not just separate buttons choosing the separate waves, all continually variable, so you're going to get some new noises. Let's see what's immediately to the left. It's got depth and rate and then an arrow to it. So let's have a listen to that on saw wave. So I think that's modulating. Oh God, I'm going to get crucified, aren't I? Because when it comes out with the manual, I'm going to be proven wrong. But I'm going to give it a guess and say that's modulating the pulse width. Someone just lost their shit over that. That's cool, a bit of movement to just the raw oscillator. Underneath it we've got a sub, so if I go back to like that saw wave. Yeah, a bit of sub in there. Glide. That's it. So we got the glide on the, what is it, the Erebus and the Dreadbox. Really interesting glide feature. See, glide on there. We can detune it. No one wants to do that. Maybe if you had analog stuff and you want to tune it, hey. Sometimes I feel I'm getting a bit negative. I'm going to bring it back up. Let's have a look at the LFO, see what that does. Okay. Where does the LFO go to? Well, I reckon we'll find out what that does in a minute. Vibrato, rate and depth. So let's get a bit of depth. Pete's vibrato coming back in. Let's see if we can get a usable thing with that. Yeah. Quite Oberheimy. Am I allowed to say that? We've just been in the VCO section there, so that's a lot of variety going on. Let's look at how we can filter those sounds down. So let's get a... There we go, back to a saw wave. Still with me? Taylor, you excited? Thumbs up, that's great, good. Okay, let's switch the filter! With half mass resonance. Nice, and it's got this little velocity knob, which if I put that in the middle, that says off. So let's go for a square wave. A bit of resonance. Now, we've also got an envelope, attack, decay, sustain, release, and a level for the filter, so we can change the attack of it. You can hear that coming in, and it's also got an intensity, and with velocity, I'm assuming, let's hope, yeah, you hear that coming in? The filter is responding to my velocity, how hard I'm hitting it. So if I slow that down. Pitch bend set to a weird one. Doesn't really help out my licks, but you can hear that going, quite a unique little feature. And it's got a rate, so okay, we'll learn it. We're living and learning. Right, now in there, we've also got LFO-A, LFO-B. So if I get a filtered sound, okay, so now we're into the LFO section, seeing that LFO-A, LFO-B, I think we could probably, we've got LFO. Can LFO-B be brought in? I don't know. really complex filter, and each LFO has a selectable waveform here, so quite a lot of variety. And I keep forgetting that I can play chords on it. Nice, I dig it. Okay, into the amplifier section. Let's just go for this big old schwanger of a knob we got here and give it a turn. It's getting a bit of fatness in there. You can hear, kind of raises the noise floor of everything, but it's adds a nice little chunk of character. And also we can, I think, do the we've got attack, and that's the amplifier envelope as well, so we can get, if I turn that LFO down, I love a bit of squelch. Oh, dig it. All right. Okay, so we've done oscillator section, filter section, LFO, VCA. You know that because you've been unlucky enough to watch me go through it. Let's get a bit more of a beefy sound back in the mix. Okay, cool. So pretty brash square wave. Over to the right, we've got some effects. So first one is called Reflector. Let's have a listen to what Reflector does. Okay, so if I turn the mix up, it's got resonance on there as well. Let's listen to that without it. Max mix. Odd little effect. Let's see what it does. Okay. So let's go half, and then this can be controlled by LFOA. So if I set the mix at max, resonance at max. Oh. Interesting. LFOA, let's see what it does if I put that into a sine wave. I can imagine great fun trying to get that in time with stuff and really finding different grooves. It seems like that seems to be a trait of that company, is innovative ways to get movement into the sound. That's cool. So that's the Reflector effect. Delay. Let's check this bad boy out. Cool delay in the Erebus. That was the one before on the mono synth. So I'm looking forward to this bad boy. Let's filter it down a bit. And we'll put the mix up. Feedback, let's put a bit of half mask feedback. Time. Oh, okay, we'll get to that. That's a delay. Phaser. Phaser. Excuse my emphasis on the phaser. Okay, so bias. Doesn't seem to be doing the resonance. You can hear that going through. Again, I can modulate that with LFOB this time. Change the waveform. Cool. Let's have a little scan round. So we've gone through all the effects, all the gubbins of it, the mode switch. We haven't had a look at it yet. So multi-channel. A quick look on the bit I could see was that that's for controlling all the using the voices for like multi-timbral instruments, but I'll leave that out. I'm just speculating. Unison, I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen. Let's put it in A unison. Let's get all this movement off it. And so, woo, my bad. Feather. You hear the difference. So if I go to polyphonic and then back to unison, that's putting all four voices on top. Cool. Let's see what happens if I'm in unison and these different A, B, C things. The alphabet, you know. Oh yeah, for all the house heads. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. But it's cool, I reckon it'll do something when we go to the very exciting chord mode. I'm hoping it plays a chord. Yeah! That's A. Oh, that's B. B. It's basically going to turn into a hearing test, you know. Perfect. You got perfect pitch? Write the answers. So in the comment section below, what voicing of chord and what type of chord? C, D. Oh, I think some people know that one. Fruity. Yet more fruit. The fruit de mer, the full. So for you one-fingered warriors out there, hear me now. That chord mode's pretty cool. Mod wheel. Oh, should we dare to dream? Oh. So V depth, vibrato rate, vibrato depth, wave. Oh, I'm modulating something. I'm going through the wave. I think I'm going through that wave knob. Wave depth. Okay, vibrato rate. Let's have a look. That's cool. So I can adjust that on the mod wheel. Very easy to set up. Oh, crikey. What a world we live in, where just some nice gentleman can drop off a synthesizer I know nothing about, the internet knows nothing about, but it seems very cool, and like the rest of their gear, I managed to suss it out. Hopefully, well, to the point where I could definitely make some music with it. Let's see if we can make a horrible never-ending patch. as you know, all I'm interested in is, can I make a sound that I can happily annoy the internet with and still walk away from this video? So thanks for checking out the Abyss. Get yourself an Abyss, take it out the box. You know, it's good for Christmas, Hanukkah, all those things. Shabbat!